Hey, what is going on guys? This is Zen here. I was thinking to myself the other day, should I upgrade my current gear to the SDN Unique set or should I just use my existing Manticore set? Knowing that SDN Hardcore mode, the new academic class and the 50 cap is just around the corner, I did some research and finally decided on what to do. I figured other players like you who clicked on this video might also be wondering the same thing. So today, I'm going to share how to best prepare for the future patches, especially the level 50 cap. Before I start, please take note that all the information I have gotten is based on the announcements made in the Classic C server and the patch notes of the Classic Chinese server. As such, the information here is subject to changes. First, let's talk about the upcoming content, which is Sea Dragoness Hardcore mode. Based on the announcement in-game, we know that this upcoming content will be releasing in a month. Players are given this time to upgrade their gears to unique SDN and evolve them as high as they possibly can to prepare themselves for the new difficulty. However, not all of you will be planning to clear SDN Hardcore mode, and this will affect how you prepare for the future patches. Depending on your preferences, you will likely fall into one of these two categories. Category 1. You are a hardcore player who wants to farm for a full set legendary grade SDN equipment no matter how much resources it takes, and you are also planning on clearing the Green Dragoness during the 50 cap. Or category number 2, you are a casual player who just wants to enjoy the game at your own pace and not worry about getting the best possible equipment. You want the minimum acceptable equipment that can clear most nests, that gives you good amount of gold and satisfaction. You don't really care if you cannot clear the Green Dragoness, at least during its early release. I myself fall into category number 2. I will split the next section of the video, which is the equipment that you will need to prepare for the upcoming patches based on the category that you fall into. If you fall under category number 1, your priority now is to farm for the Sea Dragon unique equipment and hyper focus on getting weapons to 3 stars for more damage. Once Sea Dragon Nest Hardcore mode releases, you will need to clear the nest and convert the 3-star equipment to a legendary grade equipment, where your enhancement levels will carry over during the conversion, giving you a huge DPS increase. Now here is the big question, is the legendary grade SDN gear still worth it with 50 cap coming soon? And my answer to that is yes. If your enhancement level is around plus 10, the L grade SDN equipment will still outperform the level 50 epic grade set and the unique Green Dragon set. That means you can confidently use your L grade SDN gear for most 50 cap content and only need to upgrade your heraldry to match the new level cap. You will only need to consider swapping out your gear once the level 50 Green Dragon legendary set is released. So yes, your gold investment is safe if you are going for the Sea Dragon legendary equipment. However, if you fall under category number 2, your priority now is to skip the Sea Dragon Nest equipment totally and aim for Manticore or Apocalypse plus 12 weapons and plus 11 armors instead. Why this route? Because thanks to the enhancement transfer item, once the 50 cap gear becomes available, you will be able to transfer your enhancement levels onto the new equipment. That means your hard work grinding now will still pay off later. In short, for category 1 players, your priority now is to enhance and evolve your equipment with a lesser focus on saving up gold for future patches. This is because you will be using your full legendary grade SDN equipment during the 50 cap until the legendary Green Dragon equipment is released. For category 2 players, since you will not be spending that much gold to upgrade your equipment and don't have to spend time practicing SDN HC mechanics, now will be a very good time for you to level up additional sub-characters if you have not done so. This will be excellent for you to farm extra gold since you will have more time on hand while waiting for the academic and 50 cap release. Speaking of the academic release, for players who are wanting to play the academic class which will be releasing soon, you should put aside as much gold as you can, crafting materials and jewels to craft and enhance her equipment. I myself will be leveling up an academic, but I'm not sure whether I'll be using her as my main. But let me know in the comments below if you would like me to make a guide for the academic class once she releases. Based on the Chinese server, the academic class was released on the same day that STN hardcore mode was released. However, for the C server, no announcements were made, but she will most likely be released 1 or 2 months after the release of STN hardcore, which will still give you enough time to build a decent academic in preparation for the 50 cap. Once the 50 cap releases, you will be able to unlock your second specialization where all the classes will be further differentiated and the roles you play will differ depending on the class specialization you choose. It is now a good time to start thinking of the class that you are going to pick if you haven't thought about it already, since some classes take on a completely different role after their second specialization. For a priest, are you planning to play a healer or support role by becoming a saint? Or are you going to pick a DPS or damage class by becoming an Inquisitor? For my Swordmaster viewers, have you decided if you are going to become a Moonlord or a Gladiator? It might be a good time to put more thoughts into this because the class specializations cannot be freely changed based on our past experience with the OG Dragoness. With the current content being dry and most players feeling lost on what to do, this should be a good starting point for you to decide if you're going to save up your gold for the academic release and the 50 cap, or are you going all out to grind the legendary Sea Dragon equipment. Let me know in the comments whether you have any other tips to prepare us for the upcoming patches. With that being said, I appreciate your support watching the video. This is Zen, signing out.